A lot of my work is just, read an article for class, write postcards, read an article for class, send some emails for the campaign. It's all one big thing. I actually haven't been in college without also running for office. Some people have told me, run as a centrist, don't be so openly progressive. You're already Muslim, it's gonna be a little tough. They don't say it in those words, but they try to coach you on your delivery. Nobody told me I couldn't run. They just kind of assumed that I wouldn't. In 2016, I was too young to vote, obviously, and so I wanted to get involved however I could. And so I worked as an election judge in the primary and general elections. I saw the workings of democracy, setting up the voting booths, counting ballots at the end of the night. I applied for and then got an internship with the county Democrats. And so I worked with them, phone banking, taking calls, and then I started attending county board meetings, and I found that there was, a huge lack of representation. It doesn't make sense as an 18-year-old to just run for office. I'm doing it just to fix certain problems. I think people can tell that when they meet us, which is, it's nice. I'm out here on the campaign trail, walking after school. I got my lawn sign lit, and the first house I went to, guess what they gave me? A whole umbrella. I don't know how many umbrellas I'm gonna keep collecting from people whose houses I canvass. It's ridiculous. My first vote was actually for myself, which is not many people can say that, but there's always something that gets you motivated for a certain election. And it was just crazy that, it was me that got me excited.
So my husband and I went to do Hajj this past month, and it's like the annual pilgrimage. And it's one of the biggest things you do religiously, There are millions of people who show up, and it's a great time of, just self-inflection and praying. Everybody who's part of our group there, they kind of knew as well that she's running, and they were like, wow, isn't she lucky that her mom's here praying for her campaign?
She was the one who was awake and the fire alarms didn't go off. She was the one who got us all out.
It could have been very different, but I'm glad we were okay. That had to happen for us to build that even stronger bond. It really brought people out in a way that we'd never experienced before, and also taught us our responsibility towards them. How the whole community rallied around us, that was, no one can take that away from us.
We could never have imagined being sitting here in this moment when we were standing up there watching our house burn down.
Yeah, you get to feel like, wow, this is really where all the work is at the small local level. I know it's fun to be engaged in the presidential election, but I think this is where you really feel the difference. Every little step, you feel it.
I'm driving to drop off the postcards, check our P.O. box for the campaign, and then head to the train station in Glen Ellen for class. I'm studying political science, double minoring currently in history and Arabic studies. I see the difference that public transportation can make in an area, and so I really want to bring that to the page. Expanding bus lanes, bike lanes, repairing infrastructure of the roads here. And train time's precious. I gotta get some homework done at least while I can. You guys know the rap group Rockhampton? I've been listening to it on repeat for the next week. Don't talk to me. I'm not taking any calls. And I think people who weren't able to vote in 2016 are now just coming to college, are frustrated by not being able to have a voice in 2016, and they're more excited than ever to really cast their first ballot this year. My campaign is not only a run for office, it's also the guinea pig for an independent study, so I get credit for it too.
We have so much to do today, including...
So it's 3:30 right now. Class doesn't actually end until 4:10, but I have a campaign event out in district, so we have to head out early to catch the train back. How are you doing? We're not fighting.
Have you only got this yesterday, but have you thought about finishing up on this?
So I think it's really important for young people to be involved because right now, decisions about our future are being made without us at the table. And so I think it's critical and crucial that we are making a voice for ourselves, making sure that we're heard and being a part of these decisions because you can't talk about us without us. It's just not how it should be. We got off the train at 5 and it's 5:30 now and we're here. So we had to come straight from the station with the whole team. So if I do win, it's a 4-year term, so I plan to serve out all of it. I'm not looking to resign 2 years in because I found something else somewhere else, which has happened before. There's been a disintegration of moral principle when it comes to politics. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And I know it's just a cliche, but it really works. In local politics, you do treat people how you want to be treated because they are your neighbors.